Welcome everyone back to weekly weather updates, and this afternoon we're going to be having a look at the latest radar, as we do have some severe thunderstorms taking off, especially in the eastern half of England at the moment, and we also still have a lot of heat around for many western areas, the temperatures again reaching 30 degrees today. We're going to see more heat over the next few days and more thunderstorms, and we do have more amber warnings in force, both for thunderstorms in the east today, and we do have an amber warning in force for intense heat for Northern Ireland over the coming days. So do remember, if you enjoy my videos, make sure you do like and subscribe, and do remember to follow me on Twitter as well. Link is in the description. In this video, we're primarily going to look at the next few days. We do have quite a lot going on. At the moment, we're going to have a look at the latest radar, and you can see the intense thunderstorms in the east at the moment. Now, these are classic summer thunderstorms where you have blue skies, and then within about half an hour a massive cumulonimbus cloud will have burst up, and you can see at the moment the thunderstorms are heading slowly eastwards, but we've seen a pattern over the last few hours where especially these ones around Cambridge down into parts of Kent, they form, I think, along this convergence zone, but you can see the remnants of the cumulonimbus clouds and the storms head eastwards, spreading lighter, but also quite persistent, steadier rain further eastwards with the overshooting tops. But the main cells are remaining in this sort of area in central and eastern England all afternoon they've been. So if we do run it back all the way to the start of the radar loop, you can see these thunderstorms really haven't moved. And if we do run it through, see the thunderstorms where they actually have their lightning base and their updrafts don't really move. They maintain in this sort of corridor, continually forming new cells with the rain moving eastward. So some areas have seen a lot of rain, and I've seen reports of some very large hail as well. We're starting to see some cells pop up in the London area as well. These are fresh cells in the last 20 minutes or so, and it's about 5:30 as I'm recording this right now. I'll hopefully get this up around 6 o'clock or so. So if you are watching this, you can see how things are developing in real time, but some very intense conditions going on here. Dangerous conditions under these cells, but many areas of the UK have missed out, and it's beautiful sunshine, and the temperatures are up into the mid to high 20s widely, if not 30 degrees. And if we do pop on the temperatures currently, you can see at the moment in the west of England, northern England, parts of Ireland, Northern Ireland, sitting widely mid to high 20s, if not 30 degrees. Peak temperatures looking around central southern England into southwest, potentially parts of East Wales and the West Midlands as well, seeing the highest temperatures. But you can see these yellow blobs, and this is where those thunderstorms have developed within the hot air. And you can see why they are forming, and what sort of energy they're taking up in the atmosphere. You can see Cambridge, where we've seen that intense cell sort of be stationary, very hot air just to its west, cooler air to its east, along that boundary, fueling that thunderstorm. And we've seen intense conditions along there. And if we do finally, looking at the radar, have a look at past 24-hour precipitation totals, and if we do run it up to currently, you can see where those cells have stayed stationary. We've seen a cell north of Nottingham in sort of Mansfield area. We've seen some cells in East Anglia. This cell in sort of southeast Cambridge. Severe rainfall totals here. I suspect there will be flooding. We'll probably see images this evening of some flooding. Intense hail as well. We're seeing some of these cells, and down into Kent as well. Maidstone. Seen some very significant thunderstorms as well, and I suspect over the coming hours we will still see some more of these cells pop up, giving some quite intense localized conditions. I know some people enjoy the thunderstorms, not only because they're interesting to watch, people like lightning, but also it will cool the temperatures down by a good 5 or 10 degrees or so. If you do see some heavier rain, I suspect the temperatures will plummet very quickly from mid to high 20s, if not 30 degrees, all the way down to maybe only 21 or 22 degrees, which will cool things down quite considerably. If we now do have a look at the UK lightning radar, you can see at the moment where we've seen all these thunderstorms develop. At the moment, you can see on this, anything sort of blue or purple is between 30 and 60 minutes old in terms of lightning strikes. Now, these are the cloud to ground lightning strikes, so not all the lightning strikes that there are, but the ones you'd see and feel if you were underneath them. And where we see the orange and yellow ones, yellow crosses, that's where we've got the more active storms, so ones currently producing significant lightning. We've got one around Grantham, a significant storm north of Peterborough, coming into East Anglia. That one in Cambridge looks like it might be starting to die out a little bit now, but we'll still have to keep an eye on that. We've got the ones down into Kent, and as I said, we've got these fresh storms brewing over London, and we'll have to keep an eye on that over the course of this evening, as more populated areas in London could, if we do see that very significant rain and significant lightning strikes, it could cause some disruption. So we'll have to keep an eye on that over the course of this afternoon and evening. If you are in this area, make sure you do keep an eye on the radar. Do look out your window. If you are seeing some big clouds build up, do change your plans if you are planning to go outside, as it can be quite dangerous conditions if you are caught out in one of these cells. If you now have a look at the temperatures, and we'll also have a look at precipitation as well on the icon ARPEGE and UK Met Office runs, you can see for tomorrow afternoon, Wiley high 20s, if not 30 or 31 degrees. For Thursday, potentially seeing high 20s again, 28, 29 degrees. For what does look like Friday, maybe the peak of temperatures in potentially Ireland, 27, 28 degrees. Further east, a bit cooler, 23, 24. By Saturday, most areas much cooler, as we do see some rain and thunderstorms again move through. So if we do have a look at the moments, you can see, of course, tomorrow there could be some more potentially thunderstorms in the east. Again, it will be radar watching to see if where those thunderstorms do form. Through Thursday, it does look very dry once again, and then through Friday into Saturday, that's where we do see that heavy rain and thunderstorms spread out from the south. We'll really have to keep an eye on that over the course of this week, as it could provide some quite significant conditions on top of areas that have seen a lot of rain already from these localized thunderstorms today, and probably we're going to see some more tomorrow, especially in the east. If we do have a look at the ARPEGE, if we do run through to Wednesday afternoon, you can see widely temperatures into the upper 20s, if not 31, 32, or even 33 degrees in the southeast. So significant heat there, and that's warranted of that amber warning we do have for significant dangerous heat. And then through Thursday, temperatures get up high again into the West Midlands, eastern parts of Wales, potentially 31, 32 degrees. Maybe a tad hotter in maybe Liverpool, for example, maybe 33 degrees, and widely 30 or 31 degrees in Ireland and Northern Ireland. Friday, again, looking quite hot, but starting to cool down a little bit. It's only 27, 28 or 29 degrees, so a tad cooler there. And then by Saturday, things are cooling down quite widely. If we do have a look at the precipitation, you can see the thunderstorms this afternoon. We'll see a few more thunderstorms and showers tomorrow, maybe moving a little bit further westwards tomorrow. Again, will be pop-ups, you need to check the radar. And then through Thursday, things are looking dry, potentially a few thunderstorms in the west and northwest. Again, we'll keep an eye on that. And then through Friday, you see those showers and thunderstorms spread up, spiraling up from the south, providing quite significant flooding in some regions, and we'll really have to keep an eye on those rainfall totals as that rain does spiral in, and it does look like consistent bands of heavy rain and thunderstorms are going to be moving up from the south throughout the sort of Friday to Saturday period, so we'll really have to keep an eye on that for later this week. If we finally have a look at the UK Met Office run, you can see through Wednesday afternoon, we're going to be seeing temperatures get around 31, 32 degrees potentially, maybe a tad higher in a few spots, but mainly in the southwest and western Midlands we're going to be seeing those temperatures, and potentially South Wales as well. And through Thursday, temperatures are going to pick up again, widely mid to high 20s, if not 30 degrees in the southwest. Maybe even 31s in South Wales, 31 around the Bristol area and West Midlands once again, maybe 30 degrees in Northern Ireland and Northern England as well. Very hot and widely mid to high 20s. By Friday, things cooling down a little bit, so only around 25, 26 to 27 degrees. Before Saturday, things are much cooler with that rain moving in. If we do have that look at that rain, you can see through Wednesday, thunderstorms again breaking out in the east. again will be scattered, but areas where could get peppered by isolated storms and could see significant rainfall like we have seen in a few spots today. Through Thursday, it doesn't look like there's too many showers around. Again, northwestern areas, maybe central southern England could see a few showers before we see those heavy showers and thunderstorms move up from the south. Could provide some significant flooding and a lot of lightning as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on that near the end of the week. All the models are showing a similar pattern with these sorts of areas of rain and thunderstorms spiraling up from that low in the channel. But we'll really have to keep an eye on that nearer the time. We'll be looking at it in more detail over the next few days as it comes into even shorter range, so the models have more certainty with that. If we finally have a look at the UK Met Office warnings, it looks like a bit of a mess in southern England at the moment. We've got the extreme heat warning in southwestern parts. We have a yellow thunderstorm warning for this widespread sort of eastern areas, and then we do have these isolated, quite localised amber warnings in Kent and the one in Cambridge for those stationary storms we saw where they keep reforming on the outflow, and those are until 7 p.m. this evening, and the yellow warning is until midnight. So still thunderstorms to come this evening, but as the sun starts to set around 7-8 p.m. and the heat comes out of the day and things slowly ramp down, those thunderstorms should slowly start to die out in the next few hours or so, but still maybe another hour or two of active storms around, so make sure you do keep an eye out for that. If we do have a look through tomorrow, you can see just extreme heat warning in the southwest that we looked at yesterday, and another extreme heat warning in Northern Ireland, that goes all the way to midnight on Friday, very similar to the southwestern areas, simply because of the impacts, and it could provide quite significant conditions, with daytime temperatures peaking on Wednesday and Thursday before overnight temperatures also expected. High overnight temperatures are expected before temperatures start to fall on Friday. So still, those areas that are not seeing the thunderstorms are going to be seeing extreme heat with some quite significant impacts from that. So even if you are in the immediate danger of any thunderstorms in the east, there is still some dangerous conditions from the heat wave that we're seeing at the moment. So do make sure you take precautions. If you are in a thunderstorm sort of threatening area, make sure you look out the window, make sure you check the radar. Don't do anything stupid going to floodwater or anything. If you are in the extreme heat areas or really anywhere where we're seeing these temperatures get up to 30 degrees or so, make sure you stay hydrated and make sure you don't spend too long out in the direct sunshine, especially during the peak hours of the day. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you again for another video soon.